Yeah, that's right. You guys have seen the title, so let's talk about it. But before we get started, if you see this blemish right here on the side of my face right here, don't mind it. It's not anything that bad. But anyway, let's get back to the main topic. Yeah, a few minutes ago, I just came back from literally watching the Uma Musume Pretty Derby A New Beginning is what it's called. Hold on, let me just make sure I'm saying this right. Beginning of a New Era, I meant. But yeah, this is actually the water bottle that I got from the theater as well. But before we get started on me talking about the actual movie itself, I just wanted to say I watched this movie on the late evening of February 27th, 2026. And that was on 10:15 p.m. That was very late at night. And what's crazy is that literally nobody was there. It's actually, let me go in the beginning. So honestly, I watched this movie a few minutes ago, right? And I didn't even know this movie existed until the day before. Me watching this movie was actually last minute because my brother actually asked me literally the day before, hey Replica, do you want to watch the movie with me? I was like, what movie? The new Uma Musume movie. There's a movie of it? Is it gonna be good? Isn't it just racing? How wrong I was, bro. How wrong I was. So we just walked into the theaters. It was literally just us. And it was like 10:15 p.m. It's supposed to start at 10:15 p.m. But the advertisements and the trailers ran up until like around 10:50. So yeah, we had a lot of leeway to do whatever we wanted until it actually started on like around 10:50. But yeah, that's pretty much my entire story. And then it ran through, and then we went home, and now here I am, literally minutes after I literally just came from the theaters. I just wanted to make this sort of mini review and spout my thoughts about it as someone who doesn't play the gacha. So I'm just gonna present my verdict right here, right now, as someone that doesn't play the Uma Musume game and someone who watched this movie. If you're asking me if even if you've never played the game before, should I watch this movie? 100% yes. You do not need to play the game. You do not need to watch the anime. And I actually have watched the anime before. I've seen, I don't know how many seasons the original anime has, but I've only seen the first season of season 1. Then that's literally it. But that was like years ago when it actually aired, like on live, like when it was like on the seasonally anime. I actually watched Uma Musume Pretty Derby as it released weekly. But nowadays I don't really keep up with seasonally anime. I'm way too busy with work and focusing on this channel. But anyway, so let's talk about the movie. So as I'm talking about this movie, the only characters that I'm going to mention is the main character of this movie. Her full name is Jungle Pocket, and I watched the Japanese sub of this movie, so they called her by Poki in the entire movie. So there's Poki, her rival Agnes Tachyon, the old man, I'll just call him the manager, and what's her name? Fuji, the Uma Musume that inspired Poki to race to begin with. Okay, I'm looking here now. The manager is actually the trainer Tanabe. So his name is Tanabe. I'll call him Tanabe. So yeah. So I'm not gonna go through an entire synopsis of the movie. I'm just gonna go through the movie in a nutshell. So at the beginning, Tachyon, no, not Tachyon, what's her name? Poki saw Fuji race in like a race, right? And she got inspired by her, so that she decided to race. Now time skip forward, Poki now went into a race, and she raced against Tachyon, and she got humbled by her, and this caused a sort of one-sided rivalry between her and Tachyon, which Poki learned the hard way of how one-sided it truly was. So how she learned about this is eventually what she thought was a promised rivalry between her and Agnes Tachyon wasn't actually true, because Tachyon just straight up quit. She just straight up retired herself from the race, so she never really got to race with Poke in the derby. Like she didn't make a promise about that, I don't think, but she Poke was expecting for her to race against Tachyon in the derby, which is like the grand race between them. But again, she cut it. Agnes cut it short because I noticed that her leg was too far gone, so that's why she retired. That still wasn't enough for Poki because she wanted to see this rivalry through between her and Tachyon. So yeah, Tachyon quits, and then eventually time continues moving forward. Poke eventually wins the derby, but she doesn't feel fulfilled. She's still haunted by the prospect that she'll never surpass Tachyon. She's so obsessed with that mentality. And then eventually one day, Fuji took notice of this, and she decided to take up again and race with Poke again. Because she retired, but it seems like she was gonna come back just so that she can inspire Poke again, and that she did. And now with a reinvigorated now that her heart was reinvigorated with her love for racing, she goes back and goes to the I don't know what cup it was, but she was competing against TM Opera or whatever her name is, like the higher echelons of the derby racing, and she actually beat her. I was actually surprised that she beat her, and in the process, she reinvigorated Tachyon's love for racing as well, because Tachyon eventually realized it wasn't about the destination, about what her theories and her hypotheses were leading up to. It was actually about the thrill of racing. And that's pretty much it. After Jungle beats TM Opera, that's pretty much the end of the movie. So yeah, what can we take away from this movie? Well, obviously the main takeaway is never give up. It's a story about not chasing after the wrong goals or the goals that you set in mind that aren't aligned with where you came from. Again, if you saw my 1 year later video on me being a YouTuber, I emphasize so much about this quote that I go by is remember your roots. And when Poki raced with Fuji, she remembered exactly why she started racing to begin with, because it was fun. She enjoyed it, and she eventually tapped into that, I don't know, speed force. I mean, it looks like the freaking Speed Force. She taps into the Speed Force and she eventually wins the race. That's pretty much it. So yeah, that's pretty much the movie in a nutshell. I just wanted to make this video to let you guys know, as someone that's literally never played the gacha at all. I haven't even played the gacha for 1 hour. I watched this movie completely blind. I didn't even watch any trailers. Still enjoyed the movie. It was that good. So you don't need to watch it. Again, there are Umamusume animes out there, and probably manga too. You don't need to watch them, you don't need to read them. I didn't, and I watched this movie blind. I still enjoyed it. And if I were to give this a rating out of 10, I would give it a 8.5 out of 10, I guess. Yeah, 8.5 out of 10. The pros that I had with it, like the things I enjoyed with it, the music, the animation, obviously it's freaking Cygames, and the story was pretty good too. Like I enjoyed it a lot. Like how Agnes was confused, she didn't know what to do, and how Tachyon, like, it's almost like she lost her purpose or something like that when she quit, and she realized, I'm gonna be replaced by Poki. Like, I thought it deep in my mind. I'm like, she probably like made a mistake. She probably still wants to continue on living, because it's always emphasized that running is like instinct for the Umamusume. And now for the cons. I mean, I don't think I have any particular cons. I guess the con here is, I kind of wished I would have seen like Poki actually start from a novice all the way to where she she to the time skip part, to the start of the time skip part, if you know what I mean. Like, if you saw in the beginning, Poki was shown as a complete novice, or she never ran before, and she saw Fuji run for the first time, and then that's what inspired her to be an runner. And then the opening of the movie occurs, like it's like the anime song and stuff. After the end of the anime song, it's already shown her being a runner up in the derby races, which is like, I mean, I kind of wish that she actually joined. It showed her from being a complete noob all the way to that point, but that's just a minor gripe. That's just a minor inconvenience for me. I mean, it doesn't really take away from how good this movie was. So yeah, overall, I enjoyed this movie. Again, I've never played the gacha game. I've never seen the other animes aside from season 1. Never seen any manga if there is manga, but other than that, I enjoyed it, and I'm sure you guys will too if you enjoy like feel good, like never give up movies. This is a really good one for you. It has good animation, good music, good background, it has everything a movie needs, honestly. Now, is it better than the Demon Slayer movie or the Chainsaw Reza arc movies that I reviewed on this channel? Hell no. But as a standalone, it's pretty damn good. So that's pretty much the end of this review. So if you'd like and subscribe, but only if I've earned it, that'd be much appreciated. But if you stick around any longer, I just wanted to say this. Honestly, seeing Cygames animate this and how what's the word called? How passionate they were about making this movie. It just makes me sad, to be honest, because they could have put this passion into another season of Princess Connect as well. Because if you guys don't know, Princess Connect is another gacha made by Cygames, and it doesn't really get as much love or spotlight as compared to Granblue Fantasy or Umamusume does. But anyways, that's pretty much it. If you guys agree with me, then do comment down below and tell me your thoughts or what you thought about the movie. But either way, that's going to be it for me today, and thanks for watching. Peace.